Alright, so welcome to a video that I've never really made before, or have I? If I have, it's been a very long time. But this is gonna be a sort of top 10 anticipated movies slash shows list. If you hear some kids screaming from the outside, that's exactly what you hear. I mean, there are kids all over the place, and I have to have I have to have the window open, or I have to have the fan on. But I don't want to have the fan on because it's very loud. So you might be hearing some noise in the background, but deal with it, okay? No, but this is okay. So this is just gonna be a pretty simple video. I'm just gonna talk about 10 confirmed projects coming up, either movies or TV shows that I'm really looking forward to. There is gonna be one exception of one movie that is not entirely confirmed. I'll get to that when I get to it. You'll see which one it is. But this list I've kind of been wanting to make for a little while, and when I heard about the announcement of the when I get to number one on this list, you'll see what that is. But when I heard about that announcement recently, I was like, okay, I have to make this list finally. I have to make a video about this, because there are plenty of things that I look forward to in the movie and TV show world, and I just thought that I just wanted to talk about some stuff that I look forward to. That's pretty much what this is. If you want to leave me a response in the comments, or if you want to make a video even, go ahead. Just a few things first. This is not really this is not a specific year. This is not my top 10 most anticipated 2016 titles or 2017 titles. It doesn't really matter when it's gonna come out. All that matters is that it will come out and that I look forward to it. And they are movies and TV shows. Maybe half TV shows, half movies. Some TV shows are new, some will return after a long break, and I might have forgotten about a few titles, but that's just only to be expected. I might come back and make a second video, or not, I don't know, but I have a lot more that I could have included. One last thing before I move on to the list is that I just feel like I want to mention that these will be pretty commercial for the most part, and that's just because that's, obviously with a big budget, with a big Hollywood blockbuster, they have more money to advertise their movies, so you're gonna hear about that stuff a lot sooner and a lot more than foreign art cinema stuff, because they don't have the same budget. It's not the same thing. It's easier to get hyped up with when it comes to Hollywood movies and big sequels to big universes and stuff like that. And I am a bit of a sucker for that too, and I do like continuations of universes, whether it's something like Marvel, or whether it's smaller TV shows that we're gonna see a few of those on this list too. So I do like that stuff. So there's gonna be some of that. I do like world cinema too, but that tends to sort of sneak up on you a little bit more. I mean, there might be some favorite directors that you know what they're coming out with, but you're not gonna hear about most of those years in advance, for the most part. I mean, a lot of the time I won't even know about those movies until they're released, while upcoming Marvel movies, you know about them years in advance. So that's kind of a reason why a lot of these will be kind of commercial. Alright, but I have my list here. I just kind of threw this together pretty quickly. Just gonna say a few things about these. Number 10, first of all, I put Toy Story 4, and as we get closer, I have some cheat notes here. I obviously have the list written down, but I've written a few things too that I wanted to make sure that I mentioned. But as we get closer to this sequel, I might have put it up a little bit higher. I mean, say if this was to be released later this year, maybe I would have put it higher on the list. But right now I think it's set for maybe 2018. And I mean, all the other three have been very good, obviously. So, and I do love the Toy Story movies. So that, I'm sure, will be another great installment. Number 9, I put the yet to be titled, well, the untitled Woody Allen show that he did for Amazon, Netflix. I don't think it has a title yet, and he will be in it. I don't know what part he will play. I don't know much about the show. I don't think much has been announced really, but hopefully his role will be big and not just a smaller side character. because I feel like we haven't seen much of Woody Allen in his older days in a little while. I think maybe To Rome with Love was the last one where he appeared himself, and in the other ones he's just been behind the camera. So I'm looking forward to see Woody Allen again, and I have no idea what this will be, and it doesn't seem like Woody Allen himself has been enjoying the process of making this very much. He's mainly been complaining about the fact that he had no ideas for this, and that he's not been enjoying himself at all. So I'm sure it's going to be great. No, but I'm looking forward to it. Miley Cyrus is in this. I don't like Miley Cyrus. I have nothing against her. I don't really like her. You're just not a fan of certain people. But I'm hoping that she will be good. Because she does seem to have a pretty big part in this. But I don't know if this is gonna come out this year. I think so. It does say 2016 on IMDb, and they have finished filming, I think. So we'll see. Number 8, another another TV show and a continuation of a previous show. Well, a continuation of a show, but it's called it's Gilmore Girls, and it's called A Year in the Life. So it's not actually part of the Gilmore Girls show, but it's Gilmore Girls. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's not gonna be listed as Gilmore Girls on IMDb. It's gonna be a new title called A Year in the Life, which is titled that way because I believe they're gonna do, or they have done 4 different feature-length films or feature-length episodes, and they will title them Autumn, Winter, Spring and Summer, and I think the winter one will be the first one to air. I don't know if they're gonna air them, in the different seasons. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna wait until summer to air the 4th episode, or autumn to air the 4th episode. If so, there's only gonna be 1 episode, every few months. It would make sense for them to do that, but I don't know. But I think I gotta rewatch the last few episodes, because I don't really remember exactly how the show ended. But I do look forward to seeing how the characters have changed and what has happened in their lives, because a lot of characters are coming back, and I do like Gilmore Girls quite a lot. I wrote down here before I saw the clip with Rory and Michelle Obama, that I'm looking forward to seeing Alexis Bledel. I cannot pronounce her name. Looking forward to seeing her return to her character, because I haven't really seen her doing anything else. I've seen Lauren Graham do other stuff, but like Alexis Bledel, I'm very sorry about the pronunciation, I don't really know what else she's done, so I thought that it was going to be fun to see her again. But now I've seen a clip with her where she appeared as Rory. Not part of the show, but it was just a fun clip that they filmed with Michelle Obama. But anyway, I'm sure it will be quite a good continuation. I think it's going to be enjoyable. At number 7 I put Terry Gilliam's, let's see, where did it go? Okay, The Man Who Killed Don Quixote, which has a very long story. It was first supposed to be filmed back in the 90s, I believe, with Johnny Depp, and they subsequently made a documentary about that called Lost in La Mancha, which is really good, which I recommend if you haven't seen it. But yeah, this seemed to have been a pretty doomed project for Terry Gilliam. He's tried to get this project made for a long time. It's based on the story Don Quixote, and he finally seems to have gotten the money he needs, and the actors he wants and stuff like that, and it seems like it's gonna happen. And they're hoping for a release at Cannes next year. They were recently at Cannes. I think it was a press conference this year at Cannes. It might have been somewhere else, but I think it was at Cannes, where he and the producer, Terry Gilliam and the producer, they talked about the project and the fact that it was finally going to be made, and stuff like that, and they seem to have things under control, so I'm looking forward to it. And it now stars Michael Palin as Don Quixote, or I don't really know his name. Is his name Don Quixote? Well, it stars Michael Palin, and if you don't know, he was part of the Monty Python gang, which Terry Gilliam was as well. And I think he would be a great part. He would be a great actor to play this part. And I love Michael Palin. I love all of the Pythons, but especially John Cleese and Michael Palin. So I cannot wait. When I found out, when I went on IMDb and I saw that he was gonna play the character, I thought that was a great decision. Also, Adam Driver is playing the other character, who was supposed to be played by Johnny Depp before. And Terry Gilliam seemed to be pretty excited that Adam Driver was going to be in the movie, because he's bankable after Star Wars, is what he said. So I think it's going to finally happen, this movie, which is really great. At number 6, I had to put Pirates of the Caribbean. Number 5, Dead Men Tell No Tales, which I don't know anything about. It's it's Captain Jack Sparrow looking for the trident of something. I've read the plot synopsis, but I can't remember exactly. But I don't really care, to be honest. It's another Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and I like the other ones, and I've enjoyed the other ones as I've grown up. I've always kind of liked watching those, so it should be fun to watch another one. At number 5, another continuation of a TV show. This one is pretty exciting. Has a huge cast, a bunch of new actors. Well, some of them might have appeared before. I might have just forgotten. But the show I'm talking about is Twin Peaks Season 3, which I think will come out next year. I think they either have filmed everything or they're in the process of filming. But this for a while was not... I think David Lynch dropped out for a while, but then he came back, which made everyone happy. And yeah, it's happening, or it's happened. They just need to do some post stuff, I guess, and market the thing and release it next year sometime, and I'm very much looking forward to it. There are many fans of Twin Peaks, and I think that David Lynch hasn't really done anything for a while. He's done a bunch of smaller short films, which I haven't watched all of them. I don't really know what they are exactly, but he hasn't made a feature-length film or anything like this in quite a while. I think that his last movie must have been Inland Empire, which was like 10 years ago. So finally, we get to see something new from David Lynch, and what better than a continuation to Twin Peaks? I don't know, some people might not like it. It will be difficult, or kind of... It will be interesting to see how they continue with, you know, considering the cliffhanger that they left the show off with back in the 90s. How long has it been? 25 years? Something like that. So people have definitely changed since then. I don't know if it's going to take place 25 years later. I mean, I guess so, because the actors are 25 years older, but I don't know. But yeah, some of the actors that I mentioned, James Belushi, Laura Dern, who has worked with David Lynch before, I think, Ernie Hudson, Robert Knepper, Harry Dean Stanton, Ethan Suplee, Naomi Watts, who was also in, you know, Mulholland Drive, of course. So, and it has a huge cast on IMDb, so it seems to have quite a few characters. I don't know how many episodes, I don't know the plot, I don't know much, but I did like Twin Peaks a lot. It's truly an original show, but it's been a few years since I saw it, so I gotta get the Blu-ray. I sold my DVD because I was gonna get the Blu-ray, but I haven't still. But I will get the Blu-ray before Season 3 comes out for sure. Okay, number 4. This is the one that I was talking about as the one that is not 100% confirmed, and it is a movie called The Irishman, which I don't know how many people have heard about it. It is supposed to be a Marty Scorsese movie that I believe they've tried to make it for a while, they've been wanting to make it for a while, and the only problem right now seems to be that Joe Pesci does not want to be in it, because that's what the other people want. I mean, okay, so we have Marty Scorsese directing, and then we have De Niro and Al Pacino acting, and Joe Pesci. And De Niro, he's trying to get Joe Pesci to be in the movie, and Scorsese too, I believe. But according to De Niro, they appeared at some function, I don't exactly know, but at some gala, some award show, something like that. They appeared on stage together, De Niro and Pesci, that is. And De Niro said that, you know, basically he said, we're trying to get Pesci to be in the movie, but he just keeps telling us to fuck off. So, and Pesci didn't really, I don't believe he commented on that directly, so I don't know if he really wants to be in the movie. I hope that they can sway him, convince him, because it would be pretty cool to see a movie directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci. And a few other people too. Harvey Keitel, I believe, maybe Bobby Cannavale as well. Some people wanted DiCaprio to be in the movie as well, but I don't think they should go absolutely overkill with the stars here. I think De Niro, Pacino, and Pesci is enough, and then some other good actors around them as well. But I don't think that they should cast every single known gangster movie actor, alive. I don't think they should do that. But I hope that they can get Pesci. I really do. But I don't know the latest news. I read about. I probably was on IMDb and read up on this about a week ago. So maybe something has happened since. But anyway, Scorsese is coming out with the movie Silence first. And that looks interesting. But after that, I hope that The Irishman will be his next movie. If only they can get Pesci. I think even if they don't get Pesci, they might make it. They might make it with someone else. I'm not exactly sure, but it's too amazing of a project to not be excited about, and to hope that it will be made. Okay, number 3, I've actually not written any notes about, but it's it's the Grand Tour, the new Top Gear show. Well, pretty much. I mean, if you don't know the story, Jeremy Clarkson was fired from Top Gear, and then after that, Richard Hammond and James May, the other hosts, they also left, and then they went to the States and signed a contract with Amazon, I think it was, maybe Netflix, but I think Amazon. I don't know why I mixed them together. It was Amazon, I think. I'm pretty sure it was Amazon. They signed a contract with Amazon. They got a huge budget to do basically whatever the fuck they want, I think. And the show will debut this fall, I think. And it's called the Grand Tour. It seems to be, and yeah, okay, sorry. And then Top Gear has now started with Chris Evans, Matt LeBlanc, and maybe some other guy. And that has gotten horrible reviews, and I'm not gonna really. I mean, if they release some DVD, maybe I'll get it. But I mean, it's the Grand Tour that everyone is looking forward to. The new show with the old gang, I guess. And it looks. I mean, I don't think they've released anything. No footage really, no previews. But it's called the Grand Tour, because I think that the main focus on the show seems to be what I love the most about the old Top Gear, namely the adventures episodes where they travel places, which would make sense if it's called the Grand Tour. So I hope so. Even if that's not the sole focus, I'm looking forward to this a lot. I love Top Gear, even if I'm not a car person. I don't care about cars. I barely know what a Volvo looks like. Well, whatever, but I don't care about. I absolutely have no interest. I like driving cars, but I don't care about different kinds of cars. But Top Gear is an amazing show, very enjoyable show that I cannot wait to watch. So yeah, Top Gear. Or the Grand Tour, yeah. But I'm gonna keep calling it Top Gear. I think many people will view this as Top Gear, even if it's not really. Anyway, at number 2 is a heavy hitter. Is that what you say? Heavy hitter. Well, it's a heavy title. It is, drum roll. Well, I don't actually know what it's called, but it's the new Alien movie. It's not Alien 5 because it follows aliens. It follows aliens. It follows Alien 2. Well, Alien, Aliens, and then they made the third one and the fourth one, Resurrection. But this fifth one is gonna come after the second one, so they're gonna kind of ignore the third and the fourth, because, spoiler alert, Ripley dies in the third one, and I'm guessing they want her alive. She was some kind of robot or whatever in the fourth one, and they want her to be human. I guess so. So they're gonna put this one after the Aliens movie, and so I don't know what they will call it. I mean, they can't call it Alien 5 really, some people said that Aliens 2 would be a good title. Some people suggested Xenomorph, which would be pretty cool. Some people said as a fun tribute it could be called Star Beast, which I believe was the original title that Alien was supposed to be called. More of a B-movie title, and I don't think they will go with that, but it would be pretty cool if they did that. But anyway, yeah, okay, an honorable mention here will be Prometheus 2 or Alien Covenant. Very confusing with the titles here, but Alien Covenant is the sequel to Prometheus and still the prequel to Alien. So that's gonna come out first. Ridley Scott wants to make that first before he's gonna allow Neil Blomkamp will be the director of this new Aliens movie, and Ridley Scott just want to make his Prometheus sequel before he will let them do Aliens, to whatever it's going to be called. So if Prometheus comes out next year, it's very unlikely that Aliens 2, let's call it, would come out before 2018. Maybe it's not even gonna come out in 2018. It might come out in 2019 or something. I don't know. But whenever it's gonna come out, I am super excited. Alien and Aliens, both terrific movies. And if this new one is as good as those two, we have one of the best trilogies ever, really. Because we can view this as a trilogy. If they're gonna ignore Alien 3 and 4, then this is a bit of a trilogy. So it has the potential. It also has the potential to disappoint, but I have high hopes. I have very high hopes. Okay, let's see what I have written here. Right, I watched a press conference or a Q&A, maybe it would be more like a Q&A, on June 18th, so very recently, where Sigourney Weaver said that she had a little thing called Avatar to do first. And she has also said before herself that they want to make Prometheus 2 first, and then we can make our Alien movie. So I'm not just making that up. I've heard it from Sigourney herself, and anyway, other sources too. But if she's gonna film the Avatar sequels before, I'm hoping that they will film them all back to back or at the same time, because I think that Avatar 5 is due to be out 2022. 23, and I doubt they will film for that long. I mean, Sigourney Weaver will be pretty old at that point to begin with. I mean, for one thing. So, but I'm thinking maybe they will film all at the same time. Otherwise, I mean, otherwise Aliens 2 will take way too long, and I don't think they're gonna wait that long. But she wasn't really specific with that. She just said that she had a little thing called Avatar to make first. Whatever that means. I hope that it's not gonna take too long. Anyway, I might have forgotten about a few things. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to this Alien sequel. Tell me what you think, if you're excited to see this. I know there are a lot of fans of Alien, but I have always, I mean, since I heard about the project, I don't know, it hasn't been that long, but a year or two ago maybe, I've been really excited, and the more I read about it and the more it seems to be happening, because for a while I don't think it was happening. Anyway, the more all these things, well, the more time that goes by, the more I look forward to it. So I hope it will happen. I really do, but it seems like it will. Okay, and a big fat drum roll for number 1, please. I was talking about this show. I mentioned something like it's probably not going to be made because the person who is completely responsible for this new season of this show, I'm going to keep the suspense for a while, he said a couple years ago that the odds are against this season happening, but then 1 year ago another star of the show came out and said that it's 51% chance that this season will happen. And I made a video about that, or I talked about that in a vlog a year ago, I think. And yeah, 1 year ago. So it's been a while, a long wait, many visits, oh, God damn it, many visits to IMDb, and reading a bunch of articles about the possibility of this season since then. But when I went on IMDb, maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, probably 2 weeks ago. It's been a little while now, but when I went on IMDb and I saw Curb Your Enthusiasm Season 9 is being made, I think I expressed my joy verbally. Basically, I screamed of joy. Not really, I didn't scream, but I usually don't express. Well, anyway, it just goes to show that I am very much looking forward to this, very much. Curb Your Enthusiasm. I'm currently rewatching Seinfeld, for example. I love Seinfeld. I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. Pretty much equally, maybe Seinfeld a bit more, I suppose. Yeah, I guess so. But Curb Your Enthusiasm is still one of a kind, and I am just so happy that they decided, or that Larry David decided to make season 9. It seems like it's not gonna take too long before they will start shooting, but maybe we can look forward to a 2018 release date. I don't know. They haven't announced very much yet, but that is awesome news, and I don't know how many people watching this are fans of that show. If you haven't seen it, of course I would highly recommend it. It's awesome. I probably will end up watching season 8 before, right before season 9 comes out, because I don't remember exactly how it ended, how they wrapped it up. But I do know, of course, that while season 1 to 7 was filmed in LA, season 8 took place in New York, and season 8 ended in Paris. So, but I'm hoping that they will go back to LA, because there are more. I feel like there are more familiar faces in LA than New York in this show, in this universe, I suppose. And I feel like there are better, possibilities for Larry David to run into old faces, or well, people we know as audience. Better in. Yeah, sometimes sentences work out, sometimes I fuck them up, but I think you know what I mean. Better chances for that in LA than in New York. So anyway, that is that. Tell me about your list, or tell me about what you look forward to. If there are any titles on my list that you look forward to, or whatever your list is, or whatever. I mean, anyway, yeah, okay. So I'm excited for these titles to come out, all of them. I don't know. Most of them are supposed to be out this year or next year, but some of them we'll see. Like The Irishman, we'll see. Alien 5, Aliens 2, we'll see. But most of them we don't have to wait too long for. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, let me know about those things. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Yeah, I fucked that up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.